So I've woken up today. This is not really going to be a very normal video, but this is just like a day of my life and what has gone wrong. So I woke up today. I look like this. I woke up. It doesn't really matter, whatever. So I woke up today and I went to go onto my PC or my laptop that I use to like edit all these videos and everything. And I look at it and it's plugged in. And then it says, oh, it's not charging, even though it's plugged in. So take a better look at it, and we've had a bit of an incident. So as we can see over here, there's a massive bump. So basically, it's somehow, I have no idea. And so somehow the charging point here has melted, and it's like really, really big now. So I basically had a massive panic and I was like, I need a new laptop. I need a new one. And, it's really hard to find a new laptop. This is a really obscure random one, which I sort of stole from Mum. But anyway, obscure random one. It did its purpose. I got editing stuff off of it and everything, but I was like when this thing dies, that's it. Because I've already done something I shouldn't have done, and it's been a dream of mine, which we'll get onto. But yeah, I looked at this, and it's just dead. Nothing really wants to work on it. So I plugged it in again. I restarted the whole thing, plugged it in again, and to no avail. So obviously that laptop there is a write-off. I don't know how much money it'd be to fix it, but none of this really matters now because I've made a massive purchase, which I've done so many this year. This camera, I bought an Apple Watch on oh my Jesus. Anyway, an Apple Watch on contract. It's more of a loan sort of thing. I don't really know what it is, but so I've made a really big, stupid decision purchase that is in my tech world, which I never thought I would be able to get. This is what all the cool people had in like 2015, and I'm very excited. So I'm just gonna show you what it is. After this happened, I've been scouring the internet looking for stuff. Like I bought a computer before I had this one, and it was about 150 odd pounds, but it was absolutely awful. Like, it was so slow, so I didn't really want to make that decision again and get something that's going to be like slowest thing ever. It seems to be that Windows for me, like, this is really good, this PC, this laptop here. I really like this one. It worked well. I mean, I'm so sad when it dies. Everything I've ever done is gone. Yes, I have been scouring the internet this morning, going absolutely insane, looking for a laptop that's going to be, good enough for me to use, that isn't going to be so bastard slow. And I just thought, my dream, well, okay, that makes me sound like a bit of a dog. Okay, I'm not, well, I am a little bit, but I'm Apple. I'm an Apple crazy. Everything I own is Apple. Apple this, Apple that, Apple Watch, AirPods. That's it, isn't it? Apple phone, AirPods, watch, and now there's a fourth thing coming, and I think we all know what that means. So obviously I had to get it on contract because I don't have that sort of money. But yeah. So I've just bought an Apple MacBook Air 13-inch M3 2024. So yeah, that's just on contract. So it will be coming tomorrow. But sadly, I'm at work tomorrow. But I do have someone here to obviously get it for me. But so when I edit this video, it's gonna be on a MacBook. I've always, they were so cool back in like 2015. Everyone had a MacBook. I mean, I'm not saying they don't now, but I just always thought MacBook out of my reach, like they're so expensive. But if you do it on contract, so I'm going to be paying like £28 a month on top of all my other bills. This is called adult money, and I forget I have adult money. Even if I do work a little minimum wage job, I still have the adult money, and I like tech. This is my thing. I like it. So I always feel like with Windows and that sort of thing, I was just finding really slow. If you don't pay a lot of money, you're just going to get something really bad. So, I mean, I could have just got more expensive. I could have just got more expensive one. I mean, it's that. So this is me. It's either get a really slow one, or let's just get, you know, a MacBook. So I'm very excited. This is my Apple. I have an Apple ecosystem now, and it's complete. So I need to buy a case as well for it, because this is not going to get scratched. It is the Midnight one, because that's all they had in like the higher gigabytes. I wanted the more space on it, because obviously I do these videos and I'm gonna need some space to have a few little things that I need. So I just thought, you know, it wasn't much, but yeah, I don't want anything like this happening to it. I can't believe this has happened. This has cost me £1,000. It didn't have to. Wait, £1.5? It didn't have to. But that's just me. I've always wanted a Mac, so we're gonna go for it. So now it is the next day, so I actually do have the laptop with me now. I have been at work, but I just thought I really want to open this. So it is currently dark, but we're making do with what we have. So I have the Mac in front of me now. I don't really want to show you my address because that could lead to issues, but yeah, I do have the box here. So I'm just going to unbox the outbox. That makes no sense. Ooh. And then I did have to have a SIM card with it. I have literally no idea why, because obviously I don't really need a SIM card. But because it's on contract, I've had to get it with the SIM card, because I got it with Sky. So don't ask me, no idea, but just thought I want it, so I just did it. So, and that's the outcome of that. It goes about as well as everything else. So yeah, I'm just going to open this up. So it is a MacBook Air. So yes, I've just removed the box and here it is. So just remembering what I actually bought. So it's a 13-inch MacBook Air with Apple M3 chip. Let's open it up for real now and let's get to the point, I guess. That's better. So obviously with Apple you do get these nice little pull tabs. I always think that looks good. This is like the satisfying bit. So I'm going to face you this way and then put you here. So satisfying. Imagine if I dropped it. I mean, what? So I've broken the seal now. I mean, I think that means something else, but take off the lid, which you can't really see because it's awkward to film like this. Now this is what you're greeted with. So obviously just got to take the packaging off of it. So there's a little pull tab, pull that up. I'm so happy. It's actually quite heavy from what I thought it'd be, because obviously I never really even held a Mac before. This is how new it is to me. I have used a Mac before, but not like a MacBook. It was just one of the computer ones. They've obviously got a different name. I don't know what they're called. So of course as well you've got the chargers, well the charger, and that's all you do actually get in this. And there's a little booklet obviously telling you what to do. So yeah, we'll get on to actually unwrapping. Oh, we've ripped it. Oh, it's so pretty. So here it is. So I really wanted the bigger storage and they only had it in the space grey colour, and it does actually match my iPhone 13 Pro Max. So it's sort of nice and coherent sort of thing. But I did actually want the grey one, but you know, you can't ask for everything. So yeah, as I said, the charger is in here. So we're just going to pop that to one side. Now, the extras, I mean, I'm going to get to the whole setting it up part, but I want to put the case on it first, see if it actually fits in. Got Amazon parcel here, so I did actually buy a sparkly case for it. because I wanted it to be pretty, so that's not as satisfying. So yeah, nice little sparkly case for it. And then also a SD card reader, because these do not come with SD card slots, which I do think for that sort of money that they probably should. But this is just a bootleg one. I'm hoping that it works with it, because they do have an Apple one and it is £39, and obviously I'm not going to be getting that. I know this isn't really like top priority, but it's going to get all fingerprinted horribly. I've got the lovely glittery case on here just because of the fingerprints. It was like the main priority for me because I want to keep it pristine, because it's just going to be gross. So just it's a bit sticky though, the case, to be fair, but it's only from Amazon, just a sparkly one, just to keep it all nice. And I think it looks really good with the black. So now I'm going to get on to actually setting it up. Here we are then. So I've just started it up, and then it's got this, to just take that away. And then just time for the setup. So I really like how already that the keys are lit up, because that's the problem in the dark when you're trying to use these sort of things. So just set this up and then see how it goes. So I did just turn it on, and then I had to go through obviously my language and everything like that. And then it was onto the accessible bit. Obviously I don't need that. And then to the Wi-Fi. They're telling me that it needs to be plugged in because it's on a low power. So I just got the cord out. So obviously it's the MagSafe one. It's going to be magnetic just to the power outlet. How have I already bloody knotted it? I don't know. So you get the power brick and then the other bit. So obviously they go together. I think if you were from somewhere else, this would be different. So they do it separately to make life a bit easier for them. So just gonna get all that off. There's so much rubbish that comes from getting something new, isn't there? I almost feel like it's bad for the environment, even if it is a load of paper. So now I've just put in my Apple ID. So we're just setting that up, and then hopefully it's actually be onto it. There's one thing that I don't like so far, that obviously I'm just not used to, because I've just been using like just normal Windows all the time. It doesn't seem to be able to press on the trackpad, so like you have to actually press down, unless I'm just doing something wrong here. This is just a learning curve, but obviously this is going to be much like different to what I'm used to, because I always just use Windows. So we'll just see how it goes. So I'm having to create a computer account for Apple ID, because obviously I'd never had a Mac before, so we'll just do that quick. Then it did actually prompt me to put my card in, so I had to put the security number in, and now we're actually finally into it. So obviously going to press continue from here, and then there we are. We're in to the Mac. So obviously this is going to take a lot of getting used to. I have to set everything up from, what I use and all that sort of thing, but it should be interesting. I'm going to try and make this look very cute as well. I've seen a lot of videos of people doing that. They have all nice and pink everything, and they change all the widgets and stuff. It looks very customizable, and I do like that. I like things looking very cute. So I'm going to have a bit of a play around with it, see what I can do, see what happens, and then I'll update you. So it is now the next day, because basically I was so tired last night. It was like 1:30. I was like, let's just stop playing about with it, and I'm going to do it tomorrow, which was the plan anyway. I was meant to start today with the opening and everything, but I got too excited and I just did it. So I just thought it'd be nicer to show you in the light the nice glitter effect. I did have a little bit of a play around with it last night, and it is very much a different laptop to a normal Windows laptop. It's quite hard to get along with at first. Obviously at first, I will be saying at first, because it will come, but it's hard to get along with at first because I'm so used to using Windows. The one complaint that there's like two complaints. two complaints so far, because I'm just so used to using what I know. So my two complaints so far is if you try to right click, you have to press Control and click. That is very strange. I don't know why that is a thing that they did, but I mean, if you want to right click, then why can't we just right click? So I'm just going to go back onto the laptop now, or the Mac. They have their own little special word, I guess. So yeah. There is no on and off button as well, which I found was a little tiny bit weird. Because usually things like this do have an on and off button, unless I just don't know yet, which could actually really be the case. I did have to actually type in my password from when it's shut down, which is a little tiny bit annoying because obviously we do have the Touch ID. So yeah, so basically what I've been spending my time doing at this one moment in time is I've been trying to make a very cute background and trying to make it customizable to myself, but I'm going to have to watch a few YouTube videos to actually get it down properly. But I just want a cute MacBook because I've seen so many videos of people that got widgets, they've got stuff, so I really want to do that. So I'm going to do that and then I will come back and show you guys what I've come up with. Okay, so now I have actually just finished customizing the MacBook. It's still got the same problems that I said before. That's the only thing that's annoyed me. I have stumbled across a few little tiny glitches in that as well, with the MacBook. For some reason, it wouldn't open the part where I need the widgets from. I don't know why, I don't know what that is, but I had to keep on restarting it, which isn't very ideal, but, you know, it's just, I'll get used to actually using it. It's just hard to remember the little things. It's just like starting again on a laptop, and it's, because obviously you know what you know, and then if you completely ruin or change that, you don't. Yes, as I just said, I have completely like customized it, but not fully, and I'm not 100% about it yet. It's just my sort of style that I like. So it's obviously not to everyone's taste. We're just going to say that as we're going. So that is what I've come up with. So of course you got the widgets, you got the one that tells you what percent, like it will obviously connect to my phone and my Apple Watch. So just tell me everything of the percentage. Then obviously we've got a bit of Alton Towers coming in there, and then Kuromi and My Melody from Sanrio, and then just cute things and the date, and then the Juicy Couture logo, just a little, I made this in my like thumbnail editor. Yes, that is it so far. So obviously that's not really main priority, but I do like to keep things that look sort of the same. I also have the exact sort of thing going on my phone, so I like to keep it sort of like together. I will be customising it more, but for right now, that's all I'm going to do because it takes a while. That took a while. It took about half an hour. Because obviously I had to make the background as well. Because for me, I can never ever find a good wallpaper that I like that has everything that I want. So yeah, I had to do that, and then you have to save all the images to the widgets, download another app to do that, etc. So it does take a while, so that's why I'm not doing loads. So yeah, so far my thoughts are I love that it all connects to everything as well. So obviously I've got my iPhone, so it actually connects to the photos, so I can have all of that, which would have been a lifesaver when I was vlogging from my phone, but now obviously I've got my camera, so that really does make a difference. If you actually have the Mac and have an iPhone, you can easily record from your phone and get it straight to the Mac, but obviously now I've got the camera, so I had to buy a different thing and see if it doesn't really work out, but obviously I love my camera so much. It's so much better than my phone, so I'd much rather have this. I'm so glad I made that choice, but if I did have the phone, it'd have been easier. But now, because I'm using this, I've had to buy the SD card slot, and there's loads of different things I've had to do. So, that was just a little unboxing, and then my first, as a first time user of a Mac, as I said, I have actually used a computer before when I was in college, but obviously that was for a little bit of a time when I was doing media. But yeah, so coming back to the Mac, hard to use when you know what you stand with Windows and if it's all used, but it's so much better because it's all going to link in, and it's just, I'm going to use my AirPods on it and it's just going to come up, and you don't have to really go through all the Bluetooth and be annoying, if you know what I mean. It'll take a little bit of time to actually get used to it, because obviously as a beginner sort of with Mac, with Apple sort of computers, some things are very much different to the Windows, which I don't really see a lot of people actually saying on here. When I first, I've been researching them, and people don't really say you're going to have to get used to it. But at the end of the day, you are going to have to get used to it because it is much different to the Windows. So this is all I'm going to do for this video, just a quick unboxing and then a play about and then customization, because that's what I like doing. As I said, I like that. But yeah, so if you like this video, this isn't my normal content, but if you like this video, then subscribe. I will be doing some vlogs very soon. 22nd birthday, I've already mentioned this, but I'm very excited to go back to Towers. It's going to be so fun to be there for my birthday. It's not one after dark, yada yada yada. So if you want to see that, then please subscribe. I will be documenting the day, showing you what rides we go on, filming the rides, etc. So yeah, bye everyone.